Hello again, Steve here. I am once again in an airport waiting till the rental car place opens up in the wee hours of the morning here, and they'll be open in a few hours, I guess. So I just wanted to show you something that I ran across here. I'm just at the international arrivals, I guess, or something like that for international flights. Anyway, and there's a little bookcase over there that has flyers in it, and there's some interesting stuff I like to have a look at when I see these things. This one is called Your Rights in Canada. You can probably read it. I don't know why it's not coming through too clearly, but anyways, you can read it. And it's very interesting because, there's this, we're told that things like forced activity into something, forced assimilation, association is it's not supposed to happen, and also we're not supposed to be able to be forced to work without compensation. But then again, let's talk about that a bit. Okay, so first of all, the first one is were you promised money, education, freedom, the lifestyle of your dreams? Well, I guess you could say that we were promised, I think I was anyways, an education, and I ended up graduating from grade 12 not knowing how to read, so I don't know if that was a very fulfilled promise, though it may have had something to do with me. I'm not sure at this point. I won't go into the details anyways. Number 2, are you doing work and not being paid what was promised? Interesting. How about payroll deductions? Okay, you were promised $20 an hour and you add it all up and you only had $14 an hour. Where did that go? That's like 30% of your work is not being compensated for. All right, just violated a right in Canada, the fictitious thing called Canada. Are you being forced or pressured to work? Well, if we're supposed to fill out income tax forms under the threat of prosecution, and if we resist those who would want to force that upon us, they would shoot us. Yeah, I guess so. I'm forced to fill out some forms and to comply with a bunch of things. It sounds like that to me. Do you have access to your papers, travel documents? Don't know how that applies. Are you or your loved ones being threatened? I sure was. I had a bunch of bureaucrats threatened to bulldoze down my house once and to bring armed men up to my place if I didn't comply. And I don't know, a judge seemed to think that was perfectly fine behavior. Noble behavior, that is. Were my rights violated? Well, if I had any to begin with, probably they were. I don't seem to think so. I don't think I had them really, that is. Are you free to go where you please? Try being on a no-fly list arbitrarily. I don't know. But here's an interesting one, the last one. In Canada, no one can force you to do anything against your will. It's a good one to hang on to for the next time some tax bureaucrat comes around saying that something's got to get done. Money's got to get paid or whatever. Mr. Bureaucrat. Are you Mr. Bureaucrat in Canada? Do you realize that the Canadian Border Services Agency is stating that you, Mr. Bureaucrat, cannot force anyone to do anything against your will? Interesting, isn't it? Not that I take this stuff to heart, but it is interesting how things are said and then not complied with. I think this is a very interesting little patina along on the side, does it not look like a bunch of blood stains? Sure does to me. So I don't know if that's saying something or not, but I think this was paid for by stolen money, which would be forcing people to do stuff that they don't want to willfully do. And it's about stealing from people, and it's forcing them to do work that they didn't get paid for. And as a result, we see the blood stains on the back of this flyer. There's a strange thing about the occult. Things are hidden in plain view. My name is Steve, and this is Coffee Chat. I'll sign off for now and leave these thoughts for you. Bye for now.